Christian News from English Christian Times. In Nigeria, a priest reflects on deadly Fulani attack in light of Easter season. In the first 2 months of 2020, Fulani herdsmen killed 350 Christians in Nigeria, according to the research by Nigeria-based International Society for Civil Liberties and Rule of Law. The US-based human rights advocacy group International Committee on Nigeria has reported that extremist Fulani herdsmen are responsible for 17,000 deaths between 2015 and 2020, with the great majority of victims being Christian farmers in the country's Middle Belt region. Bishop Gregory Mansour says he contracted COVID-19 by helping a parishioner and he would do it again. Bishop Gregory Mansour is all too familiar with the coronavirus, he added. The Brooklyn Maronite patriarch believes he knows exactly when and where he contracted the virus while helping a parishioner in need. But that's only part of the story. He joins Current News to share what it was like fighting the coronavirus, his symptoms, and why he would risk contracting the virus again. Pope Francis asked believers of all religions to pray, fast, engage in charitable works on May 14th. And since prayer is a universal value, I have accepted the proposal of the Higher Committee for Human Fraternity that on this coming 14 May, believers on all religions should unite spiritually for a day of prayer, fasting, and works of charity to implore God to help humanity overcome the coronavirus. Remember, 14 May, all believers together, believers of different traditions to pray, fast, and perform works of charity, Pope Francis said on May 3rd. Few Americans say their house of worship is open, but a quarter say their faith has grown amid pandemic. Among US adults who say they typically attend religious services at least once or twice a month, just 3% say their congregation is still holding in-person services, according to the survey. 1/4 of US adults overall, 24%, say their faith has become stronger because of the coronavirus pandemic, while just 2% say their faith has become weaker. The majority say their faith hasn't changed much, or that the question isn't applicable because they were not religious to begin with, that is 26%. Nigeria's Christians are being silently slaughtered. 91 million Christians live in Nigeria. They make up around 46% of the total population of 196 million. There are a similar number of Muslims in Nigeria, over 90 million. In Nigeria, Africa's largest economy, the majority of Christians live in the south of the country and their religious freedom is respected. But in the North Nigeria and the Middle Belt, where Christians and in the minority, they face horrific levels of persecution at the hands of Islamic extremists. Rebuilding work starts on historic Iraq church destroyed by Islamic State. A church in Iraq destroyed by the Islamic State is slowly being restored to its former glory. Restoration work has begun at the conventual Church of Our Lady of the Hour in Mosul, also known as the Al-Sas Church, which dates back to 1800s. It's one of the 2 destroyed landmark churches being restored as part of a partnership between UNESCO and the United Arab Emirates, the other being Al-Tahira Syria Catholic Church. Pope Francis accepts resignation of Joliet Bishop Canlon. Pope Francis has accepted the resignation of Bishop Daniel Conlon of Joliet, who took a medieval leave of absence from leadership of the Illinois Diocese in December. The Holy See Press Office announced May 4th that the Pope has accepted Bishop Conlon's request to be relieved of the pastoral governance of the diocese. Blood of Saint Januarius liquefies in Naples under lockdown. The liquefaction of the blood of the early church martyr, Saint Januarius, occurred Saturday amid the coronavirus lockdown, leading the Archbishop of Naples to bless the city with the miraculous relic. Dear friends, I have a big announcement to make. Even in this time of coronavirus, the Lord, through the intercession of Saint Januarius, has liquefied the blood, Cardinal Crescencio Sepe said. Pope Francis honors priests and doctors who have died in the coronavirus pandemic. On Good Shepherd Sunday, Pope Francis said he was thinking of all the priests and doctors who gave their lives in the service of others during the coronavirus pandemic. In Italy alone, more than 100 priests and 154 doctors have died of COVID-19, the Pope said. May the example of these shepherds, priests, and doctors help us to take care of the holy faithful people of God, Pope Francis said before Mass on May 3rd. Boy with a big heart, 11-year-old Aaron donates pocket money for corona aid. Ever since this coronavirus outbreak, I whisper a prayer whenever I hear the siren of an ambulance, says 11-year-old Aaron, who has cultivated a habit of saving all the pocket money he gets on various occasions and offering it to his parish in Rajaji Nagar on the feast day, August 15th, which is also his birthday. The nation doesn't simply need what we have, it needs what we are. Saint Theresia Benedicta. News Desk, Christian Times.